The easiest way to extend Fiddler is using Fiddler script. It's based on jscript.net, and you can get a specific Fiddler script editor. It's part of the syntax highlighting extensions that we're going to go over later in the module. Fiddler script has access to several common functions: an on before response, on before request, and an on exec action. So we can place some jscript.net code in these particular methods to affect what happens when every request comes in before it goes on to the web server, and what happens when responses come back. The onExec action allows us to write our own quick exec commands that we can plug into Fiddler. Lastly, there's some common objects. The most popular is the session object, which has both an oRequest and an oResponse object that we can use to alter how things are going to be displayed in Fiddler or how they're going to behave. Let's take a look at some simple examples of how to write some Fiddler script to customize how things are going to get displayed in the Fiddler UI. So in this case, we're going to go to Rules, Customize Rules, and it will open, in this case, the Fiddler script editor. And as we roll down, we're looking for the method onBeforeResponse. So what happens is this method's going to fire after responses come back from the web server, but before they're given back to the browser or before they're displayed in the UI. So we have the opportunity to affect both of those. In this case, I'm going to change the Fiddler UI, and all I'm doing is looking for this session, the URL. If it ends in a .png, I'm going to make it the color yellow. So if we were to go back and open our browser and go back to the Pluralsight website, as we look in Fiddler, you'll see all of the PNG files are now marked with yellow. So it's just a simple example of what kind of modifications can I make to responses that go back to the client in an easy scriptable way. Next, we'll look at how to use Fiddler script to extend the quick exec area with our own actions. So in this case, we've gone into the Customize Rules. We're looking at the onExec action function. We've added our own action here, in this case RH for remove host. So as we make a request to the server and we look at all the domains and hosts that come back, if we don't want to see a particular sessions from a particular host, we can have them removed easily via this command. So we can see that some of the Fiddler script, the jscript.net, we're checking the parameters that are passed to make sure that there is a host specified. Then we're using the Fiddler object.ui, the select sessions with request header value. So every request that goes to the web server has a host header that specifies which domain it's looking for. So we're going to look at that particular request header and the host, and we're going to select all the sessions that match that host. Then we're going to actually remove those selected sessions from the Fiddler UI. So if we go back, we'll go to the Pluralsight homepage. And when we go back into Fiddler, we can see, for instance, that there are some requests, in this case to Adobe. If we don't want to see those, we can simply say RH using our new action, www.adobe.com. And you can see that that has disappeared. So what we can do is take advantage of Fiddler script to make easy customizations to how the Fiddler UI is going to behave. We can also affect how the responses will be sent back to the client.